Lee, welcome back to the channel, Retro Electronic Repair. I've been sent in a Sony Walkman to look at from the lovely Dave Keefe at ABL Reselling. I'm not sure what's wrong with this. I think Dave said it needs a belt change. So let's take it apart and see how easy it is to change a belt on this Sony Walkman. Run the intro. Right, so yeah, Dave Keefe, ABL Reselling, sent me this in. A little message. Let's cover his details up. Hi Neil. Now I don't know who Neil is. My name is Lee. Dave, are you actually watching any of my videos? I think the trouble with my name is our shop on eBay was called Nelly in Fleetwood. Nelly is an anagram of me and Nicola's names, the first two letters, which is N-I and L-E. Mix them up, you get Nelly. And some people confuse me and call me Neil. But yeah, thanks very much for looking at this for me. He got in contact with me and I said, send it over. Yep, I'll take a look at it. So let's whack some batteries in. Hopefully these ones are good. And we'll see what it's doing. Right, let's put them in. Play. Oh, I can hear the motor going. No. And that feels really stiff. It's not turning. Oh, definitely got to take this one apart. Let's take that off of there. Let's get our batteries out. Right, where are the screws for this thing? You're telling me we have no screws that hold this together? Okay. Well, let's see if it's going to pop open then. Cannot tell what is holding this last bit on. I see the belt here that's already falling out. Well, this is embarrassing, isn't it? Finally. What was holding it in? I think these couple of little clips down in here. Right, so there's a problem straight away. This belt is mush. I'm not going to pull that yet because I want that for size. There is our motor turning anyway. So what we've got to do is work out how this went. So it's probably round that roller, around that roller, around there. Nice and simple, I hope. Right, let's see if we've got a belt that fits that. This is a bag of the original selection of belts I bought a long time ago. That one is obviously too big. Not far off. I think all these ones may be too big now. I've used most of the ones I've had in there. That one's a bit smaller. It's also maybe a bit too thick, that one. Question is that the way it goes? I can't think of any other way it would. Is that something else spinning? Batteries are going to fall out every time. This is working, but I've got a feeling that rubber band's like hitting on there at the minute. I think we need the proper width belt. You can just see that is being kicked out a bit. So yeah, I mean that belt compared with like the thickness of that belt compared with the thickness of this one, it's probably like double the size. So we've got the right size belt. We just need a thinner one. I'm not sure whether I have thin ones in this collection. And that one, it's just, that doesn't seem that good. Seems a bit gooey. You know what? It doesn't go that way. It goes that way. You absolute tool. Because the wheels need to spin opposite directions, don't they? That's the way it goes. Hopefully that belt isn't too tight. You don't want a belt that's too tight if you're going to put strain on the motor and it's still not going to work properly. That's better. That's better. Just hoping it's not too tight. I'll go with that thicker belt now. Now I've actually worked out how it goes on there. I think this is still going to rub. I think it's just rubbing on that bit of plastic. See that right in there? That's why you need that thinner belt. Hard to see, but I think it is probably just rubbing on it. Let's go into bag number 2, see what we've got in there. Some of these look a bit thinner. These ones are about the same size and they are thinner belts. I think we might be in luck with these. Oh, it's very, very close. I'd say those are exactly the same size. Let's give this one a go. It's probably the closest I'm going to get. It feels just about right. Sometimes you can feel, you don't want it too tight, you want it to be able to ping easily a bit. You need to be able to push it out without stretching it too much. I think that might be the one. So that's our duff one that can be thrown away, that can go back in a rubber pack. And I think that is about it. Right, you see that hole on the back there comes down to this little potentiometer down here. I think that is going to be the speed control of the motor. So that's why that hole's on the back, so you can change the speed of the motor. I'm wondering if this is like a cheaper model, because there's no screws in it. You can usually tell when they're cheaper because they just use, like, you know, plastic fitting stuff. The good stuff, you know, used to have screws in everything. All right, let's clip this back together. Yeah, simple as that to put it back together. Still goes on. Belt clip back on. Let's get a tape. Right, let's get it in right. Stick up there. Playing fine. Where's my speaker?
Powering on.
Pull it out, put it back in.
Maximum volume.
Yeah, rubbish. I think that's got a dirty switch. Try and make that a bit better. It's a bit better now, that switch. Just moving it around.
Is it? You want to lose Laura for
Yeah,
good?
it's got reverse on it. Flicking the switch.
Laura for good.
It's all working. Yeah, that's even the volume's better now. Sort of doing that has cleaned the button up. It's probably just been sat there oxidizing for years. Volume controls, no crackle in it. Sounds good. Let's test the radio. Turn that down, tuning up there. Probably won't pick anything up with all this electronics I've got around. There you go.
I don't know if you've been away this summer. A lot of people obviously.
Okay, got one station. There we go. Fast forward, rewind. Working absolutely perfectly. Playing fine, volume's fine, no crackling. There you go. Simple belt change. That switch was a bit dirty. It was affecting the sound. But it's okay now. Right, so there we go, all fixed and working, just about changed. I think it was harder to get into the thing than actually change the belt. So there you go, Dave, honest work back to you. So go and check out Dave's channel on ABL Reselling. And thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.